Today we are doing day in the life of off-grid sustainable living. So James is cutting wood for our ceiling for Claire's room. And I'm going to be doing some planting. I'll show you guys the tunnel for the farm that we live on. So here we are. Got some bushes, some things already planted, and some of this is sister-in-law's. Some of this is ours, and some of it is mother-in-law. So this is the plan, to fill all of this up and to start on our own herb garden as well. Okay, so outside we were lucky enough to have our James's brother and his sister-in-law do some planting for us while we were in the States. So they planted this tree box over here, and then they've given us an entire little garden bed here. So this is where I'm going to do like an herb garden. And I've been just moving around the soil, and we've been mixing it with a lot of other things like compost and mulch and all that kind of stuff. That is a little gooseberry bush, so we decided to keep that. But essentially we're going to do kind of like 3 different parts. We're going to do a tea garden, a medicinal herb garden, and then a culinary herb garden. So as you walk down here, James's mom last year planted some jasmine, so that's jasmine. And then also you'll see the big one here, which is all in bloom right now. So see all of this jasmine coming up. And it's a creeper, so it's coming up along the whole fence line, so it's growing really beautifully in this area. And so our plan for the rest of the fence line is to plant more jasmine, and then to also plant some granadilla plants. So we just got done planting some seeds, and now we're gonna go back inside and show you what James is working on the inside of the house, and show you a couple of other things that we've been busy with lately. So I've made myself a little jasmine infusion here, which will be ready in probably about 2 weeks. I actually made it on my birthday, so it'll be ready in 2 weeks from that day. And then inside,
woo! Hi y'all.
Yesterday, this was my project for yesterday. So this is like our little pantry area. So we have all of our stuff in here. It's not super nice by any means right now, but that is most of our storage since we have a pretty small house. But this is chalkboard paint, so we are going to be able to write stuff on there and write little messages and do little things, which will be pretty cool. So I tried out our new cabinet today, and let me show you. Woohoo, it works! So this is So you guys can see chalkboard paint on our cabinet. So now we can do little doodles and write love notes to each other. And it's very exciting, yes. And then, do you want to show everybody what you're doing?
Well, we've got two projects going on at the moment. The first one I think is the one Serena's most excited for, which is our fireplace area, which we've recently just cemented the tiles down. I still need to grout them, and then I can put the fireplace in, which is going to be very exciting, as well as painting the walls. That will come after I finish steaming them. And then the other big project that I've been busy on for the last day and a bit is in Claire's room. I'm busy doing her ceiling.
Yeah.
We recently got a new nail gun and a compressor, and that's what I'm playing with. And I'm slowly putting her ceiling in, very nice and rustic. Actually stuff that we recycled from a house that was broken down in our local town.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is it's all recycled. It's all secondhand. So as you can see in this room behind us, in this room, there are no ceilings.
Yet.
So we do have ceilings that already were done. I'll show you guys. Bathroom here. So these are the ceilings that were already done. So this room is pretty much complete here. But essentially Claire's room is gonna look exactly like this. But maybe we won't paint it. We're not exactly sure what we're gonna do yet. So then I have two rooms in the house that have ceilings, which is very exciting. So yesterday James did not fully finish this part of the room, but I'll show you how far he did get, which is really super exciting because we almost have a roof now in the second room in our house. Yay! So here we are, just one little corner left. And as we said in the previous video, it's all reclaimed wood, secondhand, and so yeah, that's the space. Super exciting. Hi guys, so I am just editing and watching back some of the home improvement stuff, and there's a few things that I thought was really important to add. And one is that, as you can see, most of our house is not finished. And this was a real problem for me in the very beginning because we just barely got the house up in order for us to have our home birth here. So it was my dream, and has been my dream for a long time, to have a birth outside of normal medical care. And so we chose to have a home birth. But when we chose to have a home birth, we didn't have a home. So when we found out Claire was coming, it was like right after we had just decided to get married, right after we had just decided to go through the process of applying for spousal visas. Then we find out Claire is on the way, which like really kicked our butt in gears in terms of like, okay, where are we gonna live? What are we gonna do? How are we gonna move forward with all of this? And so, you know, this is a part of my journey that I wish I would have shared a little bit more, is like to invited you guys all on the process that it's been. And like, if you have questions about starting over in a new country, maybe I'll make some videos like that in the future. But this house has been far from perfect. And after Claire was born, we stopped working on it for a while just because, you know, we were so consumed with new parenthood that we basically were like, okay, this is too much to work on a new house, have all these loud sounds around a baby, you know, like the dirt and debris that comes off of working on your house. So we kind of shut that down for a while, at least at like 3-5 months or so, and just lived in here. And then that got me into a place where I got super complacent, and I'm like, well, maybe we just have to accept the fact that this house is never going to be done. And then James's brother, who lives in Cape Town, or lived in Cape Town, has now moved up here with his family and his 2 little girls. And they have actually helped us get started again, because they've helped us with different projects around the house, around the outside of the house. They also have 2 little girls, so we've been able to live really communally. And, you know, we do dinners together during the weeknights. We help each other with the projects that we need on the weekends. Sometimes the girls are over there, sometimes Claire's over at their house. So it's been a really beautiful transition to live in a more communal way. And with that being said, so much of our house, like even the chair I'm sitting in, the desk, these curtains, like everything in our house has been secondhand. And this is amazing because not only are we not contributing to the overconsumption and the waste that's going on the planet right now, of course there are some new things that we have to implement, and that's just that, like the window behind us, that was a new window. But we have a huge 3-paneled stacking door that we found secondhand on Facebook Marketplace, and not only did we get an incredible deal, but like we didn't have to source the new raw materials. So we try to do as much secondhand shopping as possible. And with that, I will say one of the things that sometimes bothers me is aesthetically, you can never find exactly what I don't want to say that. You can sometimes find exactly what you're looking for, but it's very difficult. And especially in South Africa, where we're in a small town, really removed from a lot of materialistic type stuff. It's kind of like you got to find and make work what you have. And so that's what we've done a lot in the garden, where we've used reclaimed wood. You guys should see underneath our house, there is like literally a giant wood pile just for future projects. So this lifestyle is definitely not traditional by any means, and we live off-grid, so we don't have we're not connected to any normal power lines. We have our own rainwater storage, like all of that kind of stuff. We're very like, you know, on our own out here, and it's beautiful, and it's such a healthy regenerative lifestyle. But there are challenges that come with that, like finishing your house when you have a new baby, you know, because James is doing so much of this on his own that it takes a long time. You know, if I would have thought we've been almost in this house a year and it's still not complete, I think I would have like not even wanted to start the project in the beginning, because I'm always like that, where I have these big high hopes of how things are going to go, and then I'm humbled really quickly on the amount of work and effort. But what I will say is it's given me a beautiful opportunity to do something that I haven't done a lot in my life. I tend to be somebody that like wills and pushes and puts all in. And then when things stop working or I need to take a break, I kind of lose interest and then want to start over somewhere else. So this has given me a beautiful opportunity to recommit to our vision for this house, and even just putting in the effort. So a lot of you guys will have questions about living in alignment, right? And when you're living in alignment, it doesn't mean everything is perfect. It means that you are actively putting effort towards living your best life, right? So for me, I felt really out of alignment because I wasn't getting my hands in the soil. I wasn't doing any DIY projects. I wasn't like moving forward in the goals that James and I had for this place. And so I was in kind of a disempowered place. I was like just focusing on motherhood and my twin flame coaching and doing all of that kind of stuff, but I wasn't creating the life that I wanted within my life right now. And so when I started really getting my hands in the dirt and saying, okay, these are the projects I want to complete, that changed my life significantly. So if I could give you any advice, your life might not be perfect right now and you might not even know exactly where to start. Just start doing something that sounds cool, that sounds fun. Even if it's as little as, like I showed you, that little jasmine bottle, even if it's a tiny thing like that, that can make a huge difference in how you feel about yourself and your life. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again soon. If you like seeing more of these vloggy style videos, let us know in the comments, because as you can tell, I'm not really amazing at making these videos, but I think it's interesting sometimes to know what we're getting up to in our house. And here's our list of projects that we have to do still. So if you think that living life as a twin flame is automatically makes your life perfect, it does not by far. But what it does do is help you consciously create the life that you dream of. And that's something we are working towards every single day. So yeah, if you have any questions, put it down below. Let us know if you want to see more of these vlog style videos. And if you're looking for more additional help, check the links. If you want to sign up for our twin flame group coaching, we've had an amazing outpouring of applications, so we're going through the applications, and if you'd like to be a part of that, sign up down below. There's more information coming your way, and we'll see you in the next video. Big love. Bye.